Hi, I'm Liz from One Side Finance. Today I'm here with George from Geotax, and we're going to talk about depreciation, what it is, and why do you need depreciation schedule on your investment property. So if you own an investment property, this is a video that you need to watch. So I recently built a property in Queensland. It's a land and we built it, and then I went to George to ask him to help me creating the depreciation schedule. How are you, George?
Yeah, good. Thank you very much.
Good.
Thank you, Liz, for having me on board. We appreciate it.
No worries. So I've got a few questions that
sure.
I hope that you can explain to our audience. First one, what is the tax depreciation schedule?
Yeah, sure. So with tax depreciation schedule, it's a report that we use to work out the wear and tear of a property, where with the depreciation schedule, it lasts for 40 years on the construction date of the property. So how it works is only quantity surveyors can prepare these reports. And how it works is the clients will get like a tax deduction on their investment property every financial year, which they can use that figure. Use the report, take it to the accountant, and use it to offset against their taxable income to help them get a bigger tax return.
Okay, we all want to save some tax. And I heard there's a changes on the 9th of May 2017 budget changes to the schedule. What is it?
So with the 9th of May changes in 2017, so the clients that purchase like second-hand or old properties, they cannot claim second-hand plant and equipment anymore. Only the capital works, which is the building structure of the property. However, just because they can't claim second-hand plant and equipment anymore, they can still claim the capital works of the property, which is the building structure.
Okay. Yeah. So, for example, if I bought a property not brand new, and it's old, is it worth still checking if we can do depreciation schedule?
Yeah, sure. So the rule of thumb is any properties that's built like after 1987 is eligible for a depreciation.
1987.
Yeah, 1987.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow, okay.
So yeah, that's a rule of thumb. So if you're not sure, best to speak to a quantity surveyor, where we'd be more than happy to have a look at the property and then check if it's worthwhile or not. So recently I did a depreciation schedule for a client that purchased a 2005 second-hand property, and had a look at it. And he just wanted to make sure it was worthwhile or not. Had a look through it, and as a result, he was able to claim about, let's say, $4,000 to $5,000 in tax deduction.
Okay, that's great news. You also already mentioned we can claim depreciation on second-hand property.
Yeah.
But maybe not as great if it's brand new.
Yes, of course. So if property is purchased brand new, never lived in it, clients will be able to claim both the plant and equipment and the capital works of the property.
Yeah. Silly question. What do you mean by plant and equipment?
So plant equipment are like, for example, your ovens, your cooktops, your range hood, your air conditioners, solar panels, light fittings, floorboards. So so how it works is like you put everything inside the house and you turn it upside down. That's how you know it's plant and equipment.
Okay, good idea. So for example, one of my investment properties, the oven just broke, the dishwasher just broke, but so I replaced a new one. But I guess it's not a much, it's not a huge value. But do you think we still can claim the depreciation of those items as well?
Yeah, sure. Because you're using it as for an investment. So with those items, it can be depreciated.
Yes.
So best is if you have those receipts, make sure to keep it on hand and send it to us, and then we can amend the reports for you.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
How about, can I claim renovation by the previous owner?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
So if there's any renovations done by the previous owner, even yourself or as the current owner, you were able to claim depreciation on the previous renovations.
So, for example, I bought something and the previous owner has just done the deck or the kitchen. But how do you know how much they spent?
So that's why as quantity surveyors, we go out and inspect the properties, and we can quantify and determine how much money and what materials was used. Use on the renovations by the property.
Okay, great. So, for example, I had no idea about this depreciation until I met you, for example, right? Lucky I met you when I just did. But for someone that didn't know about this before and went, oh my, after watching this video and said, oh my God, I should have done this.
Yeah.
Can you claim miss years of depreciation?
Yeah, so with the A2, we're allowed to go back to 2 full financial years.
2 full financial, okay.
Yeah.
So not too long.
Not too long, but
Yeah.
but you can, but especially if you're, something like that, you want to speak to an accountant. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But,
And you mentioned that only a quantity surveyors that can prepare a tax depreciation schedule. Why is that?
yeah, because we've got our quantity surveys, we are like the building economists as specialists,
Yeah.
where the ATO recognise us to be able to go out and provide construction advice on what materials and what cost was spent to use to build,
Yeah.
build a house or townhouse or apartments, for example.
Yeah. And can you claim depreciation schedule on a unit and a house as well, right?
Yep.
Both.
So any buildings,
anything, commercial, anything.
Yeah,
Okay.
commercials, residentials.
Yes.
So you can claim from office, restaurants, warehouses,
Yeah.
townhouses, units, villas,
Yeah.
duplexes even.
Great. And lastly, I
And
guess,
plans.
so if I were to come to you and say, oh, George, I need a depreciation schedule, what information and documents would you need?
Well, property address is
Yes.
one. Full name of ownership, purchase price, construction costs, if applicable.
Yeah.
If applicable. Settlement date, and rental start date too.
Okay.
And let's say if you decide you bought an old property,
Yeah.
and you decide to renovate the property, yes, you can provide the renovation costs too. That'll be also great too.
All right, great. Wow, this is a great information. I've learned quite a bit from this conversation, and I hope you learned something too. If you have more information, feel free to contact me and George. Thank you.